welcome to my channel. My name is Anya and today's video is the September update for the Team Project pan, which is also the last quarter refresh of the year. We're almost done and I am kind of excited. I didn't have an update for August, so I have also grabbed the stuff that I finished in August. I'm just going to briefly mention that before I move on. The Team Project pan was created by Kat and Hayley from Beauty News. If you don't know, you can click the hashtag if you want to see more videos in the Team Project pan. It's a full face rolling project pan, so you fill out every category that you want to fill out, and then when you see finished something you can rotate something new in so that you always have a full face of makeup in the project. I have a lot of categories. I have some that they haven't, and then I have broken some of the categories down into smaller ones because that makes sense for me. But the quarter refresh is also where you can swap out any of the products you want to swap out, so you can declutter things if you don't want to keep them anymore, put them back if you don't want to use them anymore, and bring new stuff in. And I have a decent chunk of products that I'm going to bring in this month and stuff that I'm going to put back. I'm going to start with briefly mentioning the stuff that I finished in August. I finished my Becca First Light Priming Filter. I like it, but I don't think I'm going to repurchase the Becca primers. I preferred the backlight one, which is the more golden coloured one, but they tend to pill on my skin when I put product on them, and they don't work underneath foundation for me, only with colour corrector, and they're quite pricey. So I don't think I am going to repurchase, but I did enjoy using it. I decluttered my Clinique Chubby Stick Intense in Hefty Hibiscus. It's a bright orange, it's really pretty, but it's old. It's too old, and I came to a point where I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not going to use it. It's too old for that. So I'm going to get rid of it. I finished the BH Cosmetics Brow Pencil. This is in the shade Auburn. It's not very red for an Auburn shade. It's very brown, very sort of yellowy brown. Didn't like it. I don't mind the formulation, didn't like the colour, and I didn't have much left, so I did finish it fairly quickly. I think I decluttered this candy liner, or it's gone off, I can't remember. It's from Mekka, it's in the shade Bubblegum, it's a pink. Don't like it, don't care for it, don't use it, so I'm going to get rid of it. And then I also got rid of the Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in Lightweight, which is a very pretty brown colour. This has gone off, it smells not very nice. I did find a colour dupe for this in a formulation I prefer though, because I do like the colour of this a lot, but this has gone off. I also don't like the Ultra Matte formulation that much because it's too drying for me. And that was August. It was fairly boring and nothing happened. And honestly, September has been even worse. I have been sick for the last half of September. I'm currently filming this on, I don't even know, is it the 8th today of October? The 9th. I've been sick since like mid-September, and I'm just now starting to feel better again. I did want to just quickly film the video, and before I move forward with anything, I normally have pictures of the weights and stuff for the progress shots. I'm not going to put them in. I don't have the energy at the moment to do that, and it is a lot of work in editing for me that I don't currently have the ability to do. So I'm just going to briefly mention a product, tell you if I've used it or not, and any weight progress that I have, because I have weighed I think almost all the products, will be next to the product in the description box if you are curious. I don't really have much progress. I have two things to talk about. Both of them have dried out or gone off. I didn't finish anything, and I'm kind of angry at myself for that because I did want to try and finish something. The Stila Glitter and Glow in Monarch is dried out. It's a really gorgeous colour. This is a highlighter, but I use it as eyeshadow, and it's just too dry. I tried using it and nothing happened. Nothing came off other than just glittery flakiness. So I'm sadly going to have to say goodbye to this. I have had this for a year, and yeah, about a year maybe. I think I bought this last year around Christmas. I do like them a lot, and I will probably buy more of them. I do like the mini sizes, or I'm going to just buy a couple of colours in the large one, because I like them. They're my favourite way to use glitter on the eyes because the glitter doesn't end up everywhere. But this is too dry to use, so I'm sadly going to have to get rid of it. And my Makeup Mekka Pink colour corrector has gone off. I also had to chuck my green one in September, and I also promptly repurchased that right away, but this has gone off and I am going to get rid of it. I like this, and I will potentially repurchase it once I'm done with the one I'm currently using. Then I'm just going to briefly mention the stuff that's going to go back into my collection. I was contemplating decluttering some of these items, but I plan on doing a end of year sort of collection declutter where I just look at everything I have and get rid of anything that I don't want to bring forward with me into the new year. And I have decluttered a lot this year, and I tend to declutter as I go, and if I keep doing that, there is nothing for that video. And I know I want to make it because I want to do it. It's a very laboursome process and I thought I would film it. I like watching declutters. Mine are usually unproductive, I don't get rid of much, but I thought I would try and just hang on to stuff to get rid of for that video. I don't know when it's going to go up, if it's going to be December or January. I haven't decided yet, but I have a bunch of stuff that I'm going to put back. I'm going to put back the Makeup Mekka Luxury HD Setting Powder in Angel Pink. I really liked this year. So much so that I'm going to put this back to try and pan something else and essentially just see if there are powders that I like less that I can get rid of, because I like this a lot. I also found a powder today that I don't mind, so I have 2 that I like. I have 6 powders though, loose powders, and I don't like loose powders that much, but I've enjoyed this so much, so I'm going to put it back for now because I have some others that I'm more unsure about and I want to see if I can figure out what I want to do with them. I'm going to put back the Fenty Matchsticks in Linen. This was my foundation stick and I don't like it that much. It has a very pretty glossy finish on the face, which I do like because it gives me that glass skin look, but it doesn't have the coverage that I like. I'm probably going to keep playing with it a little bit more this year, just here and there, to see if it's something I can finish. But I also know that this is probably an item I will declutter at the end of the year because it's been 9 months and I've used this like 3 times and I didn't like any of them. I'm going to put back the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in dark brown. I have found another brown eyeliner that I want to use more that is older than this, so it's sort of, its time is going to go up fairly soon and I want to try and finish that first. I'm just going to put this back for now. I forgot about this. This Isadora mascara I'm going to get rid of because it's drying out and flaking, and I don't like when mascaras do that, so I'm going to get rid of it. I didn't love it. It just doesn't do enough for me. It doesn't hold a curl very well. It does hold a little bit, which is good, but I don't like this layered with other mascaras, and this is not, it's just not enough on its own, so I'm going to get rid of it. I'm going to put this lip gloss from Makeup Mekka back. It's the Soft Velvet Liquid Lipstick in Rocket. I've used it a couple of times. I don't think I'm going to keep this at the end of the year, but I have one that I want to try and finish before the end of the year, so I'm going to pop that in here instead. I'm going to put this little palette back. This is Eylure and Fleur de Force. It's a brow palette and I've been testing it as eyeshadow and it does work, but I have another palette that I want to see if I can get some use out of, and maybe, I don't think it's going to happen, but maybe hit pan on before the end of the year. This is not one of them, so I'm going to put that back for now. I have 2 liquid liners. Fenty Fly Liner in Kazan Black. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. It is getting a little bit old. There's a fuzzy thing here. It's getting a little bit old, so I don't know if I should bin it or not yet, because it still performs perfectly fine and I don't have any issues with it, but I'm a little bit hesitant, so I'm going to put it back purely because I want to. Makeup Mekka Candy Liner in Lollipop is a purple liquid liner. I'm going to put that back as well. I got rid of almost all of these in August. My mini declutter then, and I'm going to put this back with the 2 other shades that I kept. Camera had to charge, so I'm sorry if the frame has moved. I have my bag of things here. I also have a bag of stuff to introduce, but I'll do that at the end. CoverFX Mattifying Primer. Haven't used it. It's staying. Rimmel Fix Perfect Primer. Doesn't look empty, but it is almost empty. I have a couple of uses left. I wanted this to be done originally for this update. Didn't happen. It's going to be done by the end of October though, I know that, so that's kind of good. Collection Green Colour Corrector I haven't used. I haven't been able to use this summer because this ends up being very pale on me because it's almost like a mint colour instead of like a green. That helps no one. But it's getting colder. I am not seeing any sunlight, not that I ever was, so this is going to be able to work for me hopefully soon. I have not used the Rimmel foundation since the last updates, the lasting finish in the shade 100 Ivory. It's too dark, but I like it a lot. I don't think I'll be able to finish it this year, maybe next year. I'm going to keep working on it, maybe we'll see some more progress. The Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade Fair I also haven't used. It's a colour that suits me most of the time. It tends to oxidize a little bit though, so I don't love it. Don't think I'll be able to finish it by the end of this year, but I'm going to aim to at least get more use out of it because I haven't been using it that much. So I have 2 pressed powders. I have the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed. I don't like this. This just does not do nice things to my skin. It ends up lifting away coverage, but I can use it to set my under eyes, but like just underneath my eyes, and I have been doing that. I kind of want to go until I hit pan on it. I don't think I'm close. I'm just going to keep going until I get sick of it, I think. And I'm okay with that. The other one here is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Powder in Warm Light. I can't open this. And I have flattened the dome in this. This was flat-ish on like one side, but it's more evenly flat, I think. I've been using this as a bit of like a finishing powder, just all over the face. Can't set my face with this because it ends up darkening my foundation by like 4 shades, which is way too much. But I have been able to use it as a bit of a finishing powder, and I don't hate it as a finishing powder. So I think the same with the IT Cosmetics one. I'm just going to work with this until I get sick of it, or finish it, whatever comes first. I've used the Balm Hot Mama blush a couple of times. There is no visible progress in this though. Don't think there is going to be for a while because I don't use it that much. And it's okay, I don't hate it. It's not my favourite in terms of shimmery blushes because it ends up being not shiny enough for what I want. But I like the colour of it a lot, so I'm going to keep playing with it. The Makeup Mekka Baked Highlighter, I can't see any progress on this. It hasn't flattened or anything. I like it, and I tend to top the blush up with this one to give it more shine. And I like it. I'm just going to keep using it until I get sick of it. That's sort of the thing with a lot of things, because I do like it, but there's only so many places on my face I can put highlighter, and I already put it all over my cheeks because I tend to go overboard. Next is the Rimmel Insta Duo Contour Stick. I keep using this, and I keep making a lot more progress than I expect pretty much every single month. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish it this year because I don't think there's enough progress for that, but I will definitely finish it because I do quite enjoy it. I tend to mix that with the Fenty Matchsticks in Amber. Don't love this that much. The colour of this is too dark and too cool tone. I mix this bronzer with the bronzer from the Rimmel Duo, and that ends up working fairly well. I think I'm just going to keep using this until I run out of the Rimmel, and then both of them are going to go because I can't wear this alone, and I've tried. Oh, I forgot to talk about this. This is the Wet n Wild Contour Palette in Dulce de Leche. I'm going to put this back. I'm getting sick of it, honestly, and I don't reach for it that much. So I'm going to put it back. I have no visible progress, and I have a new one that I want to play with instead and try to finish some pans in, so I'm gonna have to put that back for a bit. I have a lot of progress on the Rimmel setting spray. I use this almost every single time I do my makeup. I like this a lot, and I'm trying to finish it. Don't think it's gonna happen by the end of October, but by like the end of November this is gonna be empty. I keep using my Wonder 2 primer. I don't notice really any progress. I can swirl and make like a window in it that gets covered up fairly quickly though. This is like nearly entirely full, and I think it's going to take me a while until I finish it, but I don't mind it, so I'm going to keep using it. I don't understand why it has to be like iridescent purpley though. I'll talk about my Super Shocks together. I have Sundance, Super Hardcore and Lightning Bug. I have repressed these. When I repress the Super Shocks, I mix them with a clear silicone based primer. I use the one from NYX. Works like a charm. These are now super creamy. This one, which was like ultra flaky, is now much nicer to apply. Only Super Hardcore and Lightning Bug went up in weight, which I found a little odd because I put like more than I think a gram is into these, but apparently according to my scales I did not. But I have Reheat Pan on Super Hardcore, which is like a light champagne golden colour, and I like it. Lightning Bug I haven't used that much, but it's like a glittery copper. It's gorgeous. But I found it funny that only 2 of the 3 went up in weight. They were all now 19 grams. The Wet n Wild palette, I honestly thought I would be done with this by now, and I'm getting a bit sick of it, to be honest. I'm gonna hold on to it and keep it in here because a palette that I'm adding in is very neutral, and I think it's gonna work with these 3 shades, which are the ones I'm using, the only ones I'm using. I have pan on 2 of them. I want to hit pan on that one, and then I'm gonna get rid of this palette because it's old. The Rimmel Kulka Gel in Nude I keep using. It's very slow going because I don't use a lot of this on the waterline when I use it. I'm going to keep using it. I don't think I'll finish this year or next year, if I'm being completely honest, but I'm going to try for next year. Let's do all of the lip liners together because why not? I'm almost done with my Makeup Mekka one in the shade number 3, which is a nude. I have the tiniest bit left. This will be done by next update, 100%. Number 5 I haven't used, I don't think. I have not used the Berry M colour. I have gotten progress on the Wet n Wild one, but I sharpened it. I haven't worn it, I sharpened it. I have a little bit of progress on the Rimmel Exaggerating Addiction. I don't like this colour. It's too cool toned pink on me and I don't like that. I don't think it's a flattering colour on me. I also think this may or may not have gone off because it smells a little bit fishy. But I'm too stubborn to get rid of it. I'm gonna finish it. I have sharpened everything, so everything has a bit of progress, including this one, but I haven't worn it. This is the Gosh Chocolate Kiss one. I think I wore the orange, the Gigi Hadid Maybelline one in Austin. Don't know. And I did wear the red one, which is number 9 from Makeup Mekka. I like the Makeup Mekka ones a lot. It's taking me a long time because I'm like jumping between all of them, and I can't seem to focus on just one till I finish it, because I get bored too quickly for that. Nude lipstick, which is the Rimmel one. I have worn it a total of 1 out of 50. Don't think that's going to happen this year, in honesty. Don't know what I want to do with it either, I haven't decided. It is a very nice colour though. It is very light on me. It's like the lightest I can go before it looks weird, but I like it. It's a nice formulation. I have not worn this Isadora Majestic Mauve one. It's one of my favourites. I really like the colour. It's like a reddish rose. I don't know if it's actually mauve or not. I don't know what mauve is in terms of a colour. So every time I Google it, it's definitely not this colour and ends up being much more purpley. Same with this, the Revlon Balm Stain in Smitten, which is my favourite pink. Dark, but it ends up being very like vibrant. I love it. Haven't worn it. Will probably throw it out by the end of the year, being honest, because the cap is broken. I have loved this Flower Beauty Cherry Chiffon lip butter. Not enough for progress, but I have really liked a sheer red. It's really nice. Really nice. Again, one that I will probably throw away by the end of the year, but I'm going to hold on to it until then because I've been loving it. I haven't worn the Berry M Matte Me Up in Crush or the blue Rimmel one. I have worn this Maybelline Baby Lips, but I wear it as a blush because I don't like it on the lips. It's too light. Works really well as a blush though. And that was that. I told you it was going to be quick. I now am going to introduce my box full of things because I want to go to bed. Honestly, this video is a train wreck, but I'm not feeling well enough to do anything else right now. I haven't had an illuminating primer in a month and a half. This is my only one. It's the CoverFX Illuminating Primer, and I do want to finish it because it is getting a little bit old. I am adding the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I have tried this and it does not work on me on its own. It doesn't hold a curl enough for my liking, but it's definitely one that I'm going to be able to layer, so that's my plan with it, at least for a couple of months until I don't want to do that anymore. My face palette is the Isadora Face Sculptor in Warm Peach, and mine has seen some love. I have pan on the blush and I have repressed the highlighter and the bronzer, so I don't have a lot of highlighter left and I want to finish this pan by the end of the year. If I can also finish the bronzer, that would be great. I don't think I'm going to because it is too warm for me most of the time, but I would love to hit pan on that again. That's my goal with this. I want to finish the highlighter, hit pan on the bronzer again. My loose powder that I'm testing is the Makeup Mekka What's Cooking Good Looking. This has been too dark for me in the past and I want to give it a final shot to see if I can use it lightly, which is what I've been doing with the other Makeup Mekka one that I like. I might get rid of it by the end of the year, I don't know. I need to see if I can use it before that. The gloss that I want to use up is the e.l.f. something with the aqua thing. It's in Rouge Radiance. It's like a stainy gel. I really like it, but there's not a lot in here. I've noticed that it's not a lot in here, and I think I'm going to be able to finish this by the end of the year if I just focus on it. I'm adding in 2 foundation sticks because I wear them together. Both are from Makeup Mekka. The Perfecting Smooth Stick Foundation in Neutral Fair and Porcelain. Neutral Fair is too dark for me, but it's a right undertone. It's more of a neutral undertone. Porcelain is more my colour, but it's very yellow, so I mix the 2 of them together and that gives me a colour that I can work with. I just want to finish them. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that before the end of the year, but I want to give it a shot because I like these. My brown lipstick is... I haven't had a brown lipstick since I got rid of the Colourpop one, and this one from Makeup Mekka is a cream lipstick in Closer. And I am choosing this because it's really soft and every time I put pressure on it, it breaks. And I just want to use this, get some love out of it because I really like it. I don't know if I want to finish it. I don't think I'm going to be able to because the more I use this, the softer it gets and the more it breaks every time I put like the tiniest of pressure onto it. So I think I'm just going to use it until it becomes unusable, and then I'm going to get rid of it. My orange lip colour replacing the Clinique Chubby stick is the Austin lipstick from Maybelline. It's one of my only non-cruelty free orange lipsticks. I'm not going to be able to wear this with the lip liner because the lip liner is very thick and I can't wear anything on top of it, but I'm just going to throw this in here and use it outside of it. Maybe as blush because I've been loving really orange cheeks and using lip products as blush. It works really well. So I'm going to play with this, see what I want to do with it. I am putting in the Maybelline Master Precise liquid eyeliner in black as my liquid liner. This is very long and like, I don't know, pointy is the right word, I suppose. I don't use liquid liner all that much, but I want to use this because I got this as a Christmas gift, I think, last year from my sister. I haven't tried it, and since I think the Fenty one is getting too old to use, but I don't want to throw it away because I'm weird, I'm just going to play with this one for a little bit and see if I like it, because occasionally I do a wing liner, but I also like doing this just very close to the lash line to make my lash line and my lashes look more voluminous at the base. Because I don't tight line, I hate that it hurts. So I just put a thin line along the top lashes instead. And I like liquid liner for that because it's easy. I'm adding in a brow pencil. This is the Colourpop brow pencil in Arched Auburn. It's a non-retractable one, which is a bit annoying, and it's very, very soft. I like the colour, it works really well for me, but I don't like the formulation of this one, so I want to finish it. I don't know how much is in here, honestly, because I can't wind everything up and see, but I'm gonna work with it. I want it done by the end of the year, that's the goal. I don't think it's going to happen by next update, but maybe the next one. I'm adding in a single pan bronzer, and this is a very cool toned one. It's NYX blush in taupe, very cool toned, and one that I don't know what I want to do with. I have a dip in it because I have tried using it in the past, but I don't know how to feel about it. And as I said, the Isadora one is too warm for me, so I kind of want to play around with seeing if I can mix them, because I don't know if this is what I want to keep because it is too dark and too grey, so it ends up looking muddy on my face. But I want to see if I can get some use out of it, or if this is something that I am going to declutter. I don't know yet, so this is going to be like its final chance. The eyeshadow palette I'm adding in is from Tanya Burr Cosmetics. It's the Hollywood Eye Palette. It's a quad with very neutral shades, so it has a cream colour, a light beige, then it has two browns, one matte and one with glitter and like shimmer to it. The shimmery one is also a bit more golden. I really like this palette. It's a super easy neutral eye look that I have reached for a lot. I have a decent dip in the cream shade and in the matte brown, and I think using the mattes in this is going to complement the Wet n Wild palette, and that's my goal. I just want to get some love and use out of this and maybe hit pan on a couple of shades. I'm adding in a nude lip liner. I didn't finish mine, but I know I will finish it soon. And the next one I want to focus on is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Pillow Talk. This is not my favourite nude because it ends up being a bit more pink than I like. I prefer something that goes a little bit more brown or almost grey, but it is expensive and it is a colour that I can wear and I like how it looks. It's just not my favourite, and therefore I want to finish it because it is also coming up to I think 3 years old soon, because I think I bought this in London in 2017 on my birthday, so I want to finish it. The final items here are two pencil eyeliners. So one is the Rimmel Scandalise Kohl Kajal in brown, and this is the brown one that is getting a little bit old and I want to finish. I like this formulation a lot. It's very easy to use and this colour is really nice, so I just want to see if I can try and finish it. Don't know if I will, but I'm going to try. And people are yelling outside, so I'm just going to hurry up and then they can do their thing. The final one is Colourpop Creme Gel Liner in Punch, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous yellow. I love yellow eyeliner and yellow eyeshadow in general. This is a retractable one, so it's pretty much always exposed to air. And I have other yellow eyeliners. I think this is the one that's going to dry out first, and therefore I want to finish it first. So I'm just going to pop it in here to play around with it, add a pop of yellow to my neutral eye looks, and just have fun with it. And that was everything. Sorry for this video being very rushed and me not sounding my best. I'm not entirely well yet, but I'm getting there, and I don't have the capacity at the moment to do more for this video than what I'm filming. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!